Hey, how's it guys, and welcome again to another Shoyu Saturdays. I'm Chef Reggie with Aloha Shoyu. Since the fall season is coming up, we were thinking of making some holiday dishes you can make at home using our Aloha Shoyu products. And for the month of November, we will be using our glazes. So for this week, we'll be making a simple dish using Hawaiian honey. We'll be making a honey baked ham. We'll include seasonings, salt and pepper, some oil. We're gonna make a glaze with butter. We're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar, and we're also gonna roast veggies. We're gonna toss it with some thyme, some garlic. Our veggies for today will be some Brussels sprouts, some carrots, and some red and yellow petite potatoes. And of course, we have our ham. I already pre-sliced it, and I put some
cloves in the slices.
And if you haven't yet, check out our website at alohashoyu.com and subscribe to our newsletter, where we'll feature new recipes every week that you don't want to miss out on these holiday recipes. All right, before we head over to the oven, we're gonna cover the ham with some foil, and then we have a preheated oven at 425, and we're gonna bake the ham for 45 minutes first, and then after 45 minutes, we're gonna take off the foil, and then we're gonna bake it until we reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees. All right, we have our ham in the oven at 425. We're letting it bake for 45 minutes. Until then, let's make our glaze. We're gonna start with Aloha Shoyu's Hawaiian honey. And we have a preheated pan. We're just gonna put 1 cup. It's already sweet as is, but if you want it a little sweeter, you can add brown sugar to it. And it's also gonna make the sauce a little more syrupy. And then to this, we're gonna add our brown sugar. I'm putting in half a cup, like so, and we're just gonna whisk it in until it comes to a simmer, and then we'll turn it off, and then we'll add in our butter, and that will be your glaze. All right, so our glaze is now simmering away. We're just gonna turn off the heat and fold in our butter. And now we're just going to fold in butter. We have about a stick and a half, and we're just going to let it melt in with our glaze, and just slowly whisk it in, just like this. And this will be our glaze for our ham. Now that the butter has melted and incorporated into our glaze, we're going to use this to baste our ham. While our ham is working in the oven, let's start our roasted vegetables. We have petite red and yellow potatoes here. We're just gonna baste it with a little oil. Like that. Then we're gonna season it with some black pepper, making sure that it tastes good. And some salt, and some garlic, just like that. And then we're gonna mix it by hand. We're gonna put this in a 425-degree oven with the ham, so we don't have to make any adjustments. All right, and then we're just gonna put it on a baking sheet, and then we'll do the same with the Brussels sprout. All right, we got the Brussels sprouts in the bowl. We're gonna add a little bit more oil, and then also season it with some salt and some pepper, and also the garlic. And again, Mix it by hand. The hands are the best tools. Ensuring that everything is coated with the salt, the pepper, and the oil. And then we're just going to put it side by side with our potato. All right, looking good. And then we're just going to pop this in the oven. All right, now let's put it in the oven. Let's roast it. We're gonna roast this for approximately 35 minutes until they're nice and caramelized. All right, let's start on our candied carrots. So what I did was I pre-blanched these carrots until they were like almost fork tender. And then we took it out and then chilled it. And now we're just gonna add some flavorings. We're gonna drizzle some honey right on top. As you can see, it has almost the same resemblance of candied yams, but for this recipe, we're using carrots. We're just gonna drizzle some honey and we're gonna season the carrots with a little bit of fresh thyme. You may also use dried herbs like dried thyme, but I feel that using fresh herbs is the way to go. All right, you got the thyme in. We're just gonna season a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and then we're just gonna mix it a little. Having everything coated with the honey. The honey will also help with the caramelization in the oven. And there we go. We're gonna pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes or until it's caramelized. All right, we're gonna pop this in the 425-degree oven along with our other vegetables. All right, so 45 minutes has passed. Now we're just gonna take the ham out and just gonna take off the foil, and then we'll baste it with our glaze. Like so. All right, and now we'll just take out the foil and we'll start basting our ham with our glaze. Now we're just gonna take our glaze and then we're gonna baste our ham. Like that. You can use a brush or you can use a spoon just to ladle it right on top. We prefer a brush right on the top. And then we're just gonna put this, after we finish basting, we'll just put this back in the oven for another hour. Now let's put it back in the oven. It goes. Alright, looks like our carrots is done. It's nice and caramelized. But we'll just leave the potatoes and the Brussels sprouts a little longer so they can get more color. Alright, let's take this out. Let's take out our potatoes and our Brussels sprouts. Alright, they're looking good. Nice and roasted. Got a little bit of color on them. Awesome. Let's take out our ham now. Looking good. Nice and glazed up. The color also turned brown. Now let's just take it to the cutting board and slice some of it up. Alright, let's take a ham and let's put it on the cutting board. And then we'll just slice a couple pieces. All right, and we'll just take the piece and put it on our plate. And then with the reserved glaze, we'll just take a couple of teaspoons and just drizzle it over the top. Then just put a little sprig of thyme, and there we have it. Baked ham for the holidays. There you have it. For more recipes, check out our website at aloha-shoyu.com. Subscribe to the newsletter, and we'll see you again on another episode of Aloha Shoyu Saturdays.